Good day, Stan here. We're still in lockdown, and today I just wanted to talk about the difference between the poor and the rich, and also the mind that will liberate you from having a poor mindset, or like how the poor think. Not in a mocking way, but how people with less think. And to start with, I'm going to start with a recession. When people say there's a recession, you only buy into the idea or accept the idea. People sell the idea that there is a recession. They sell the idea of a recession to the world, and then it becomes a reality when you accept it. It becomes a recession because you begin to act as if there's a recession, as if money was not going to move the way it moves normally. So your chances of making more money or of doing better are crippled by the idea that there is a recession. But if you accept the idea, you are logged into the idea of a recession and what it does. That the businesses are going to struggle, and everything is not going to go well because there's a recession. But if you hear of the idea and not buy into it and operate as if it's normal and operate as if everything is normal, the idea of a recession will not affect you. So I think most of the things that happens to us are more mental than we think. And also, I was thinking today after listening to one of South African listeners, no, motivational speakers. He said he was driving through like a place like Alex where it was dirty and everything, and you saw the dogs were not well fed, and people when like in a slum, like in a shack, and you looked at those people and say, if I had to take myself with the much that I have, with the car that I have, with the knowledge that I have, with the wisdom that I have, and strip everything down almost to the level of that person and go and stay there, will I come out of there in that slum? And he convincingly said to himself, yes, you will come. And you can do the same. And if I ask you the same, you can say yes. But here's a tricky one. If Bill Gates or Warren Buffett comes into your life and strips everything that he has, a jet and everything else, takes them all out and comes to live the life that you live, will he get back to the life that he's used to, of opulence, of jets, of big houses, of abundance, of everything? Will he get back to that stage? The answer is yes, he can get back to that life he is coming from. So the difference of everything else is mental. It's in our mind about the information that we have. And this has lighted my day. I was feeling a little bit down for the past 2-3 days. And I said to myself, today I want to listen to more motivation for me to get on top of my game. And this is what I was listening today. So now, if Bill Gates has to come into your life where you are now, and you don't have a lot, and Bill Gates leaves his jets, not really Bill Gates. Bill Gates does not really, like show so much wealth, or like so extravagant like other people. And even Warren Buffett, there's other people that enjoy life, that who said everything. If they would come and take over your life, and then ask to go back where they're coming from. If they come, they leave all their black cards, they leave everything else, they leave their chauffeurs, they leave everything. Will they get back to their life using the space where you are from? Yes, they can go back to where they're coming from because everything is mental. So that's what we're saying. Are you stuck in your life today and wanting to do more and don't know how to do it? Probably you should look down and re-strategize. So that's what I was doing today, looking at my life and see how I can strategize and how I can move my life forward, because I really feel stuck. That's one thing. So that's the second thing we're talking about, and what I think about 6 things to talk about today. And your goals. At times when we set goals, we think our goals are 5 years, are 10 years away, and are 20 years away, and Goals are not years away. Goals are actions away, and goals are decisions away. That's how far they are. So don't think goals are 10 years or 5 years away. They're not. Goals are just decisions and actions away. What actions do you need to take today to get to your goal? That's the period, that's the length or the furthest away your goals are. The decisions and the actions you take today. That's the third thing. So the fourth thing that I want to talk about is how the poor think about money, and also what they think about what they teach their children. The poor will say, you must obey the police. The police are the sovereign. They'll get you. They'll send you to jail. You must obey your teachers. They want their teachers. They know they want to teach you, and this and that. You must be scared of authority. That's what we teach you, to be scared of the police, not to commit any crime. But the rich says to their kids, we are going to the dentist. The dentist went to school for so many years so that he can help you better, so he can treat your teeth better, so that when you have any problem with your mouth and your teeth and everything else, you can go to your dentist. That's how they teach them. And also they'll teach their kids that your teacher is there for you, to help you, to guide you with everything that you don't know. You won't know everything, but if you make your teacher your friend, they'll be able to teach you. That's how they teach them. If you see a policeman is there for you to make sure you live in a safe country. We poor people, we're teaching people, the kids, the wrong way. So that's the things that we need to learn and change in our lives, what we teach our kids. The system is meant for our kids to do better, to excel, to do more with their lives. What are you teaching your kids about life? That's the fourth thing. The fifth thing is to be successful. It's not the quality of your work that's going to make you successful. Yes, it can count as one of them. But the most important thing that will make you successful is positioning where you are. That's positioning. I remember when I got a contract for fish and chips, I wasn't the best sign maker. We struggled even to get the quality right until the end of the contract, after I had made millions from them. But it was the positioning, where I was at the time when they needed someone to do. That's the position that matters in your life. So if you want to succeed in life, make sure you know the positioning, where you're going to go. And everything else you learn on the way as you go. Like I said, we were not, my company was not the best company to make signs. We're not the best. I know big companies that do quality work, but they didn't have the contract. I had, and I struggled to even get the windows decals right the way they wanted them, even the signs. We didn't get them right. We didn't, but where I was positioned, I managed to get the money. So people think the quality, yes, the quality will do if you're positioned well. The first thing that comes first, important thing that comes first is positioning. Make sure you're positioned right for success. The quality and everything else, we can work around those. And then those are the few things that I wanted to talk to you about, so you can have something to think about in this lockdown. Not just during this lockdown, that you can think about these things every day, to say, how are you teaching your kids? How are you thinking? How are you positioning yourself? How are you going to go forward? How strategic are you with your life? Don't forget that if we take a rich person who's got jets and everything else to come into your life, it can quickly turn your life around and go back to where you was, to millions and millions. Why can't you turn your life around? Why can't we think about rich people the way they think? Why can't we think like them and solve our problems quickly? And the last one that I want to talk about, poor people talk about rich people in a bad way. They make as if rich people steal from the poor, and they make as if rich people did something wrong for them to get the money. No, they worked for that money. And there's so much money in this world. So if you do your part and do your work right, you'll be able to experience that kind of money and make money in your life and be more and be able to help other people and be able to donate money at your church, at your local for kids orphanage or old people's orphanage around you. You can be able to contribute in that. Like I was saying also that in my last video, people were looking at other people to contribute around this COVID-19 pandemic. They wanted other people to do that. Why didn't they say, how can I help with whatever I have? So in most cases, rich people, in percentage ways, not in the amount of money, in percentage ways, they are the people that give more than any other people. They give more, not in amounts, but in percentage. The percentage that I'm saying, if they give 10% of their money, and if you give 10% of the money that you have, if it's 1,000, if you give 100 rand, there are few people that give that kind of percentage than the rich people. So we need to look at the life in that kind of light, so we can be more, so we can do better with our lives. So thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you take time to listen to my other videos and let me know what you want me to talk about, and then we can bring it here, we can talk about it. Yeah, I'm sorry I still look scruffy. I never shave at home. I don't know how I look. I think the first day of when the lockdown ends, I'll run to the barber to shave and but we have to do things that needs to be done in this time. I'm not going to wait until I shave to do this video, because it's important, because I have the time, because my life is moving. Life is never stopped because of COVID. Life is moving on. So putting out content that helps other people will never stop because of COVID, because we're in lockdown. It's my burden to give out this kind of information. Thank you so much. If you're on YouTube, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and share this video with other people. Thank you so much. My name is Stan. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you. Bye.